2025 has genuinely changed how I see money, and not in a six figures side hustle babe type way, just in a real life mum skint survival mode way. The first thing 2025 taught me was that avoiding my money was making everything worse. I used to be really scared of my money. It used to cause me so much anxiety. I used to wake up in the morning and the first thing I would do would be to check my online banking. However, I was avoiding things and using things that I shouldn't have been using, like Klarna and Pay in 3 on PayPal. This was making me feel constantly behind before the month had even started. Lesson number 2, more money does not fix the problem. I wasn't ridiculously skint because I'm bad with money. I was completely exhausted with working full time, parenting full time, just basically trying to survive. Once I put systems in place like meal planning, budgeting properly, knowing what was coming in and what was going out, and budgeting money to use for different things throughout the month, things all started to feel so much calmer, even before I was earning any more online. The third one, which surprised me actually, small, boring changes completely beat dramatic money hacks or dramatic changes with your money. I didn't change banks constantly to get sign-up deals. I didn't sell my whole house on Vinted to make money. The things that helped me the most were, again, the meal planning and the budgeting, starting to use little things like cashback and my NHS discounts more because they're there. Why am I not using them? And also being realistic about the way we live. I think the biggest takeaway from this year for me is that talking about things really helps. I came online and I decided to talk about my awful, shitty financial situation on the internet in hopes that people could relate. I felt shame for so long about the financial situation that we'd got us in, but the shame soon disappeared when I realised so many other mums were in exactly the same position. The same worries, the same stress, the same anxiety, the same how is everyone coping with this life kind of thoughts. And don't get me wrong, I am not rich now suddenly, and I am not finished with this journey at all, nowhere near. But 2025 has really taught me that you don't need a perfect income and loads of money to feel more in control. You need to be honest with yourself, you need to put systems in place that actually work and that you can stick to. And you need to stop thinking that you're failing just because things are so hard, because they are hard for so many of us. I have had so many comments recently on my posts to say basically what a different person I look like now from what I looked like in January when I started making videos. I'm so glad that people can notice. I literally feel like a changed person. I'm going to carry on my journey throughout 2026, carry on sharing exactly how I'm getting myself out of debt and learning savvy ways with my money and just to be able to live a better life. And I'm really excited to share another year with you guys. So follow along if you want realistic money talk from a normal everyday mum that looks like this most of the time, hasn't got her shit together, but is learning.